Hey, how do you feel things went for you today?
I don't really know my official time, so I'm not sure.
How do you feel though?
I felt all right. Felt pretty decent.
What's something you wanted to prove to them today? Obviously, running that 40. What did you want to prove to the scouts and everybody watching?
Yeah, it wouldn't necessarily prove to them. Kind of prove to myself that I can run at a high speed, basically, and I'm capable of running fast times. Yeah.
Are you doing a private workout to do on-field stuff?
Yes, sir, I am. I plan on working out April 17th with Jalen Walker here.
Okay. Tell me about the decision there. Is it to get a little more healthy still? Or?
Yeah, because I work more lateral and change direction type of stuff on my ankle. I've really been working linear, straight line speed. Yeah.
In your conversations with teams so far, whether it's been today or at the Combine, what's something that you're trying to relay to them about who you will be in the NFL?
Yeah, that's a great question. I feel like something I'm trying to relay to them is my work ethic and my mentality about work. I feel like I'm trying to get that point across because I feel like that's where I'm different from all the other people in this class. I feel like I got a different mentality about work and how I go about my work is different than other people in this class.
What's different about it?
The intensity that I do it at and the focus that I have while doing it. That's what I feel like is different.
Do you believe that Georgia's success in the NFL draft, and particularly in the last several years on defense, provides instant credibility for guys like you?
Yeah, for sure. Like Georgia's looked at in a different light. So it's like programs like Alabama and Ohio State. Like all the great programs around the country, I feel like I looked at it in a different light compared when it comes to NFL.
Similar question that we've asked pretty much everyone else that's come through here. How has Georgia prepared you for the NFL?
Prepared me for NFL by making me a pro on and off the field. I feel like the decisions that you make when coming here, it translates well down the line.
I know at the Combine you were talking about you weren't completely healthy all year. Mm-hmm. What's the level of concern for that from scouts and coaches in the conversations?
Yeah, it's no real concern. They know it's an ankle injury. It didn't require surgery. It just takes time.
On the other side of that, fighting through those injuries and playing through it, how much has that benefited you when you talk to these scouts and teams about a guy who can do it? Because as you know, in the next level, everybody's not going to be 100% all the time.
Right. Yeah, they love it. Honestly, like they love it. They feel like it's great. A lot of guys don't do that right now. And then a lot of guys that's in the situation and predicament that I was in, with like the draft looming and the situation I had, like they would have sat out, and they like how I didn't. So they love it about me.
As you were answering earlier, obviously like Georgia contenders set a reputation in the NFL last year. What do you think that standard is?
Oh, come in and play the Georgia brand of football, which is like fast, physical, tough, and compete to the end. So I feel like that's what the standard is, to come in and play Georgia brand of football. Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's your thoughts on like guys like Dan and Chaz who get a chance to go to the Combine and show what they're about today? What does it say about those guys and what they can do?
It's great that they had this opportunity to finally show people and get in front of the right coaches and the decision makers, honestly, to show people their abilities and what they're capable of. I knew they was capable of doing this and more actually with the pass on. So I'm fully confident in those guys. I'm glad they had the opportunity to showcase themselves today.
What excites you the most about playing in the NFL?
Man, just cause I just get excited thinking about it because like that's something I always wanted to do. It's been a dream of mine since I was probably like 10. Honestly, so just reaching it gets me excited. But just to wake up every day and that be my job, my career, that gets me more excited. So that's what excites me about the NFL.
When all these NFL scouts are around you, how do you approach this day from a mental perspective?
That's a great question. I prepare for it mentally and just try to be myself in every aspect. I try to show the teams the real, so I don't have to, so there's no switch up when I get to the NFL. So that's how I prepare for it, just mentally.
Mm-hmm. Will you be home for the draft, or will you be in Green Bay?
I'm not sure yet.
You're a 5-star prospect coming out of offers to go everywhere.
How do you think Kirby Smart in particular helped you get to this point where you're on the precipice of potentially being a first-round pick?
Yeah, by walking around with that mic, how you do, and just standing on the players, no matter what success they reach, no matter what reward they get, he's still the same coach. You feel me? Just by being himself, that's how I feel like he helped.
When was the first time he called you?
First time? I probably was a mid-year, honestly. Like it started early. Yeah, he don't spell you at all. Nah, it started early. I probably was a mid-year. Yeah.
Did you have dinner with any teams last night or anything?
I had dinner with the Steelers. Yeah, it was great. Coach Thomas is great. Yeah.
When you talk to these scouts, is there anything particular about your game that they point out that they like and maybe something that they also want you to learn?
Yeah, position. Talking to scouts, they really like my position versatility. and how I'm able to get jobs done from different alignments. And they also like how physical I am at the point of attack. Things I can work on. I say like my pass rush ability. I get pressure, but I want to see more sacks.
We talk so much about position versatility and the fact that Kirby teaches that so well. Of the guys that have gone on to the NFL that play defensively that you used to play with, how do they tell you that's actually going to help you when you get to the NFL?
Yeah, just by watching them on Sundays. We watch them on Sunday. We'll see a Jalen Carter in a 2-eye, 3-tech, sometimes 4-eye, sometimes 5. So just seeing how their guys are used and how we were used here, it translates well.
Do you have any favorite teams when you were little?
When I was little, I used to like the Seahawks. And I used to like I like Cam Newton at a point when he first got to the league. It was like 2015. So yeah.
Mykel, you talked a little bit about getting drafted by Athens. What are you like stand out to you about Dan Jackson specifically?
And Dan Jackson, a dog, man. We call him Dan the Man. He's a special athlete, special player. Yeah, and he's special. He's a special guy. Like I really love Dan. I hope his career goes the best way for him.
Do you know any other teams that you're going to take top 30 visits to?
No, sir, not at this time.
Mykel, you said Georgia started having a pro moments. Made that happen. What moments do you remember being like, man, this is tough?
I say really, it was like learning from the other guys, learning from the older guys that this is what it's just what it is. You just gotta get through it. Like it was like when we was doing stuff I didn't agree with as a young guy. We was doing stuff I didn't agree with, or I felt like was kind of a little stupid. That's where that came from. Like that's where it's like you just got to do it. It's just part of the job. Like you got to be a pro. You got to put your suit on and walk across the street. Like you just got to do it.
Is there a young guy that you think you've left the biggest impact on here, like as a guy that's still on the roster? Somebody to take it under your wing?
Being a young guy back Christian Miller, that's my guy. Like I try to give him all the information I have. Like I try to talk to him about the ball, and talk to him about the interview process, about everything I'm going through right now. So Christian Miller.
Was there any moment you guys might have butted heads, or you had to get on to him about anything, like something that might have
shaped him? Facts. Early on in our career here, we was on like kind of two different paths a little bit, and then we had a conversation and we were on the same path.
Hey, I know you're talking to a lot of teams here, but besides speaking with the Falcons general manager Terry Fontenot over there, what would it be like if they did take you at 15?
Man, it'd be nice. It'd be a blessing to be back home in the state of Georgia. And it'd be great to play for the Atlanta Falcons.
Back to Christian Miller. He likes to come back this year, be a leader on this team. What do you want to see from him as he continues to grow and become a larger voice for this upcoming?
Like you said, man, a larger voice, just be a leader. He has that ability in him, and I feel like he's going to do that well. From what I've been hearing, he's been doing it well. Just be a leader, just come in and give your all every day. That's all you can do. So.
It sounds like you would get ready to go a little bit more on the Falcons and what it would be like to play for them.
Yes, sir. No, I was saying it was great. I love the organization, love the GM, love the head coach. So
When you were watching Cam, did you want to be him or sack him?
No, I wanted to. At the time, I might have wanted to be him. We about to say size, but now I want to sack him now. Yeah.
Let me ask you about Ty Dawkins. Obviously, when he was healthy, he was a big force on your defense. But after the combine, it seems like his stock went up. How happy are you that other people now know more about Ty?
Extremely happy. Like Ty's a hell of an athlete, man. And just to see it translate to the combine and people starting to recognize that, it makes me like feel great on the inside.
What kind of NFL player do you think he'll be?
I feel like he'll be a great NFL player. I feel like 8 to 10 year vet type guy. Like he has that ability in him for sure.
Got time for 2 more questions. Okay, what was it like, obviously, waking up and you've seen this pro day happen the last couple of years, but now it's your turn. What was that moment like?
I was just talking about this. Like I was warming up for my 40, and I looked at that little deck we be at over there. Yeah. And I just thought back to, man, I was a freshman 3 years ago, and watching like Nolan and them warm up. Like it was just like deja vu kind of. It was crazy to me. But man, it's a blessing to be here, be going through this process, man, and getting through it. So I'm just happy to be here, man. Yeah.
Last one.
Obviously, Georgia talks about the process of development, trying to build you guys into pros. How much did they put into that promise?
100%. Just like, that's a great question, honestly, because I'm trying to figure out, like, what point, what do we do to make us pros? It's just how the system is, like how we run things here at Georgia. Like, you got no choice but to become a pro out of it because of all the stuff we do, all the stuff that Georgia requires you to do and be on top of. Like, so that's how I feel like it kind of developed me in that way.
Thanks, Mykel.
So thank y'all.
Thanks, Mykel. Good luck.